Hey, Patreon, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and woohoo! We tried to flip the camera because we noticed there's a lot of glare back there off the window, Kurt said, so we decided to film this way. So let me know which one you like better. Me at the window, Kurt facing that, or Kurt at the window facing me with the racks behind. This is probably the better view. We just didn't think about it because it's 2 in the fucking morning. But, first of all, I guess, we're going to show you guys some other work we've done to the rest of the house that I think is pertinent. You'll be happy about. If I was in your shoes, I would. Anyway, but I have to say thanks again. I want to say thanks on YouTube. I want everybody, not just you guys, I want everybody else to hear what you've done. That it's, I mean, it's paramount in what we have. We would not, there's just no way we could have done it. There's no way. I couldn't have bought the facility without you. You know, we weren't selling enough animals to do that at that point in time, and my personal finances would not have allowed me to buy a second house just for that as a, you know, as an investment. It wasn't there. So thank you. Thank you a lot for everything. Now, even when this is full, and I'm sorry if I seem a little airheaded, I am tired as shit. When this is full, we're still going to have a pretty good room in the middle. I don't know exactly how we'll film things because where Kurt is standing, there will be a rack, so he may have to be canted off to one side or the other. It'll be a little tight, but we're going to have a bigger space to operate in than what we had in our old room for filming, which I think is great. I also think the background is better. Obviously, there's some worry about me wearing a purple shirt on a purple background, and maybe we jumped the shark with too much purple. I don't think we did. We got purple with some white highlights. As you can see, when you get all these racks in here, if we were filming something over here, you know, you're going to have purple on white and gray. Over here, you're going to have purple on white, gray, and then rock. So I do think the color scheme is going to work. And truth be told, I like it. And I have to spend so much damn time in here that I really wanted to like the environment I was in. You paint my walls purple, it just makes me happy. So let's look at a few other things. We kind of already showed all this, and you guys have already gotten a chance to see it. But I'm going to take you on a walk really fast. Don't mind the disaster area. Hi, Sobek. Good news, Sobek. Shut up, Google. Sobek has started eating again for us, finally. He was very, very stubborn. However, he doesn't do it in front of us. So we still won't have any feeds or feeds with him for a while. We are going to add a new heat thing to him. That might help. But he is eating because the mice that we have put in there are disappearing. So that's pretty awesome. But here's where the real awesomeness is for you guys. Ugh. And then I'm going to pose a poll question to you. It's not really a poll, but God, it's so dark up here. However, we have added a few things in here. We're going to have a shelving unit we're going to put, so the entertainment center will be here. So here soon, you know, you'll have like movies and everything. We'll have like a PS3 here, so you'll be able to play games, watch Netflix, whatever you want to do. The coolest thing probably, and the most important thing, is probably right here, and that is there's a bed. There's no frame yet, so it is just a box spring and mattress on the floor. Hey, but it's a bed, right? So we're working there. We will get a frame and set it on there, but you will have an actual bed to sleep on. And then if you have like a couple of kids, these fold into bed, so you can actually sleep 4 people here. Pretty easy, no probs, or just one, whatever you want to do. We got a nice little sign to welcome you to the place. Ba-boom! Believe it or not, this thing is bitching. It's like a solid wood piece with, this is like acrylic inlaid, and the dude that makes them was selling them for 35 bucks. So we thought, hey, that's pretty awesome, right? Which, this brings me to our poll question. So one thing we have to do this off season to get this up and running the way I want is we're going to have to do some sealing on the pool, just do some patching to fix where we think it might be leaking a little bit. We know it was leaking, so we're trying to get that all figured out. And then we'll probably have to repaint the inside of the pool. So I had an idea. I said, hey, I know we can get a big Power Cat stencil, and then we paint the pool. We could like paint the pool like white like it is now, or whatever, or blue. It doesn't really matter. Either way, though, we could then get some paint and put a big old Power Cat, bam, right in the pool. It'll look really cool. And Kurt was like, man, did you put K-Station everywhere? I'm like, yeah, we're in Manhattan. We should, you know, represent. Like, that's kind of sharing who we are, where we come from, and where we're located. And he's like, it would be pretty bitching if we could put in Olympus Reptiles. And I agree. If we could put in Olympus Reptiles in the pool, that would be the best. I don't know where to get a stencil to put Olympus Reptiles in the pool, so I don't think I can do that one. Unless one of you guys knows how to do, then please feel free to come up and put Olympus Reptiles in my pool. But the question is, if we just paint the pool a solid color, or should we stick a Power Cat in it? And I know not everybody's a K-State fan, but I just think, when you come stay at a place in Manhattan and there's a pool, if there's a fucking Power Cat in it, that'd be pretty bitchin'. Honestly, if I went to the Texas and stayed in Texas and somebody had big ass Longhorn in the pool, I would be like, that's pretty bitchin', even though I'm not a Texas fan. So let me know what you think. Should we spice up that pool a little bit with a Power Cat, or just say to hell with it and paint it? And it really wouldn't add a big expense. I mean, it'd probably cost me $75 total to do for extra paint and the stencil. So just a thought. Tell us what you think, because Kurt's like, stupid. I'm like, it's cool. We're arguing. We're fighting. So help us decide. We're not really fighting. Like, we don't ever really do that, but just a thought. So the things I really wanted to show you, though, is the bed, and you're going to have an entertainment center. Also on Monday, God willing, I'm going to call to get internet set up here. So we have to be doing lives and filming here now that all the animals are here. So you'll also have internet set up. So this place is still, the kitchen's not quite ready, but you're not coming here to cook meals and shit, I'm sure, right? I don't ever travel to cook meals. I don't think anybody gives a rat's ass about that at this point in time, or a big rat's ass. So that is not something I'm worried about, but the rest of it is ready. Here's the other kicker. See this big box here, right? This big box here, this is full of t-shirts. So start watching, because we should start sending out messages really quick. Our time has been eaten up planning and getting this done, but you're going to start seeing messages ship out more t-shirts. I'm really excited about that. All right, I'm going to go back over the light so Kurt can see me, and then ask the final question. Kurt, anything you want to add?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
You just don't disappoint, do you? You just do exactly what they expect from you. Dave's going to give you shit, right?
So.
Okay, he didn't care. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for making this possible, and we are on the right track to do the things we want to do. Also, watch in the next few days, hopefully, we should be posting the auction we talked about for charity. I'll post a link to the charity we're going to use, and then we're going to cover the shipping out of our pocket. The animal to be auctioned was actually purchased by a member, and he said, hey, auction to charity. We're finally going to get around to doing that. It is going to be over time auction with an end date, and it's going to be bid up on Patreon. We voted on that, if you remember, and that was the style of auction that won, which is probably good. It'll probably raise the most money. And what we're going to do is, if you look over here on the wall, I want to show you this too, which we hung not too long ago. First, this is awesome. But last time we did a charity thing, we sponsored an animal. And we sponsored an animal named Claude. So my plan is this year to, if we raise enough from the charity auction, sponsor another animal. And then we still have a charity snake to do. Kurt and I have selected this year to hold back a pied for a charity snake. So it'll be a visual pied, assuming all the pieds hatch okay. If they don't, then of course we'll do something different. But if we hold back a pied this year, we'll sell it for charity. And then that should hopefully raise enough to sponsor not just a bobcat, but a large cat this year, like a tiger or a lion or something like that. And those are animals I can't keep and I love. So if we can do something to help them out and make sure that they get well taken care of, well, that makes me feel good. So that's kind of what we're going to do. Anything else, Kurt?
No.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to chime in about that Power Cat, and we'll see you next week.